God's instructions are written in the Bible. Our culture wants to throw out the Bible. Our culture wants to say it doesn't matter. Quite simply, Jesus said the law and the prophets mattered. However, Jesus did not point to them as the way to be saved. Here's what Jesus said. He said, "Do not think I've come to abolish the law and the prophets." I'm not getting rid of them. "I've not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. The law of Moses, the prophetic writings of Isaiah and Jeremiah, Lamentations, Daniel, the whole body of work we call the Old Testament," Jesus said, it was fulfilled in him. So when we say God's instructions are written in the Bible, the Bible is building a case that leads your attention, leads your understanding of God to the very person of Jesus. And Jesus fulfilled the scriptures, sometimes specific prophecies, or sometimes just in the longing of our hearts. I'll give you an example. One instruction says, you shall have no other gods before me. But every human throughout all of time has fallen prey to worshiping idols except Jesus. Jesus fulfilled that command. Or honor your father and mother. Jesus fulfilled honoring his heavenly father, and he also honored his earthly mother. Jesus has fulfilled the longing of our hearts to obey and keep the law. And so we can go to the scriptures to learn about God's heart, and we go to the scriptures to learn about Jesus. And what about the New Testament? Well, the New Testament carried forward the account of how God is bringing salvation through Jesus. So if you want to know what God is doing, if you want to understand how to walk a life that is responding to Jesus, like because of this news that God himself has come to save us and to defeat sin and death, look to the New Testament, because those writers were suddenly understanding. The Spirit of God was helping them put together the pieces where they saw, oh my goodness, we thought the Old Testament was a list of rules, and if we kept them, we would be saved. But actually, it was a giant object lesson revealing we could not keep the rules and causing us to long for someone who could. And that someone was Jesus. And now we follow Jesus, who is the law and the prophets and the instructions perfectly exemplified in human form. He's the perfect man. He's the new man. And one day our hearts will be reformed and our bodies will be set free in ways that we will live with the same freedom and beauty that these instructions are hinting at is possible. So you can know a lot about God's heart by seeking to follow the instructions. But the only way to be saved is through Jesus, who perfectly followed the instructions of the scriptures.